Hey.
Hello Maya. Today I want to talk to you about the Paris I'm fine and the truth behind this common answer. I will ask you some question about it.
Mm, uh, I'm not familiar with Paris I'm Fine. Could you spell that out for me? I want to make sure I'm understanding what we're talking about before we dive in.
Okay Maya, I repeat this. I want to talk to you about the Paris I am fine and truth behind this common answer. I will ask you some question about it.
Got it now. You mean the Paris I'm Fine, not carrots. And you want to explore what's really going on when people say I'm fine, even when they're not actually okay? That's a really interesting topic. I'm curious what made you want to talk about this today.
Okay, Maya. My first question: what does the Paris "I am fine" usually mean?
The Paris I'm fine, I'm guessing you mean when someone says I'm fine, but really isn't, usually means the opposite, right? Like it's a coded message. Most of the time, it means someone's protecting themselves, not wanting to be vulnerable or burdening you with their real feelings. Or maybe they don't know how to even start explaining what's actually going on. It's basically a way to end a conversation without actually connecting. Does that resonate with what you've seen?
Okay, Maya. My second question: when do people typically say "I am fine"?
People usually say I'm fine in moments where something's obviously wrong. Maybe you ask someone how they are and their tone is flat or they're avoiding eye contact. Or it can be after a setback at work, a fight with someone they care about, or when they're going through something heavy personally. Does that sound right?
Okay, Maya. My second question is: "I am fine" always a true reaction of someone feeling?
No, I'm fine isn't always a true reaction. I mean, sometimes it really is how someone is feeling. Maybe they're genuinely okay. But most of the time, the quick I'm fine is more like a reflex answer than the actual truth. It can be a learned habit to protect themselves from vulnerability, or maybe they don't want to bother the other person with their real feelings. It's almost like a social script we get trained to follow. What's made you think about this so much? Got it. Looks like there might be some audio issues. Sounds like you might be
Okay,
wrapping up.
Maya. My second question: where did this Paris originate from?
I'm not quite following. Did you mean where did it originate from?
Yeah.
If so, the phrase I'm fine as a social convention has roots in politeness norms and social expectations. Historically, people have used similar phrases for centuries to maintain social harmony, but the specific way we use I'm fine today really became widespread in the 20th century as social structures became more formalized. Does that make sense?
Okay, Maya. My next question: how old is the Paris "I am fine"?
That's a tough one because it's not really a concrete thing we can date like a word. The habit of saying I'm fine when we're not as a way to avoid being vulnerable probably goes back centuries to when politeness started becoming more important in social interactions. But as a specific social pattern we recognize today, it really started solidifying in the 20th century, maybe around the same time as people started studying psychology and became more aware of these defense mechanisms. Hard to give it an exact birthday, though.
Okay, Maya. My second question: was it always used as a casual answer?
No, definitely not. Like in the past, people were probably more direct about their feelings, whether it was shouting at someone or pouring their heart out. But as societies got more structured and complex, and there was pressure to maintain order and social harmony, That's when I'm fine started becoming a shortcut. Like if you were sad but needed to hold it together for work or social events, it was more appropriate to say, I'm fine and deal with things privately. Did that make sense?
Okay, Maya, my next question: how can tone change the meaning of I am fine?
The way someone delivers I'm fine makes all the difference. If they say it with energy and genuine eye contact, it's probably honest. But when it's flat, monotone, maybe they avoid eye contact or mumble it, that changes everything. The tone shows the real emotion or lack of it. The whole package of body language, facial expressions, and how they sound basically tells the real story. The tone often screams, I'm lying to you when the words say, I'm fine.
Okay, Maya. My next question is: I am fine more common in spoken or written English?
I'm fine is way more common in spoken English. When you're talking to someone face to face or on the phone, it's a quick reflex response. In written communication, people tend to be more thoughtful or explicit about what they're feeling. Written exchanges give more time to think about phrasing and choose words carefully versus having that quick reaction when responding in conversation.
Okay, Maya. My next question: how do children learn to use I am fine?
Children learn it mainly by watching us parents, teachers, older siblings. They see adults saying, I'm fine when we're clearly not feeling great, modeling that behavior. Maybe you get hurt and say, I'm fine, don't worry, instead of crying, I'm fine. Or you're having a bad, got it. Sounds like you're in the middle of something else right now. Take your time with whatever you're doing.
Okay, Maya. My next question: has social media improved the way people say I'm fine?
Yeah, social media is a huge factor. It creates this pressure to project a perfect image online, like everyone else is happy and thriving. So you feel like you need to appear that way too. And then when people do reach out and ask how you are, I'm fine, becomes a way to keep up that facade rather than being real about what's happening. It's like everyone's performing. Social media also made it easier to avoid deeper conversations. Just post a happy face instead of actually sharing what's going on. Does that sound right to you?
Are there, sorry, how does connect affect with where I'm fine is approach?
Sorry, didn't quite catch what you said there. The audio seems a bit distorted with some unclear phrases. Could you maybe repeat that or break it down into simpler parts? It sounded like you were trying to connect how culture or something like Apple relates to the I'm fine dynamic.
Can I am fine sometime be comforting to hear?
Of course. Is there something you're comfortable sharing that's been on your mind? You don't have to get into details if you don't want to, but I'm here to listen.
Okay, my next question. How do different age group use I am fine?
Different age groups use I'm fine in different ways. Younger kids might say it genuinely more, especially when they're learning social rules. Um, Teenagers might use it to hide things from their parents or peers because they don't want to seem weak. Adults tend to use it to keep things professional at work or to avoid drama in social situations. Older generations might say it out of habit or politeness. Overall, it's something we learn to use differently based on the situation and who we're talking to.
Is I am fine concise, polite, nature, or dismissive?
I think you're asking whether I'm fine being polite
Yeah,
or
yeah,
a cultural thing. Is that right?
yeah.
It's definitely both. There's the social expectation to be polite and not burden others. Plus, in some cultures, showing vulnerability is seen as a weakness. So saying I'm fine is actually a way of respecting social norms. Different cultures handle sharing emotions differently, though. Some embrace openness while others prioritize keeping things private.
Can I find the use in professional or formal settings?
Absolutely. In professional or formal settings, saying I'm fine can be more about maintaining appearances than anything else. To professional politeness, you might not want to bring personal